Today is Saturday. The guy started this swimming pool on Monday, and then New Year's was Thursday. That was the 1st of January. So I believe, I'm not sure, but I think they were not working on it Wednesday, the 31st. Around here, this is on the south side of San Antonio where we don't have too much rock. It is pretty soft. We have a lot of sand. There's a lot of sandy loam. And even the landscape, it looks different. That's what I wanted to record the video before I even arrived here, because the kind of trees, they have bur oaks, they have water oaks. There's not as many live oaks as on the hill country, but this is a nice neighborhood. You can see it looks a little bit, different. It's still the hill country, but it looks just a little bit different. We have a lot of more dense trees, uh, amount of trees.
Todavía no tiene la gente ya. No, porque estoy dando una mano ahorita. Falta una de vuelta. Esta agua estudiante, ¿no? Un 15 te entra por ahí, Jimmy. Ahí cuando pueda. Si no hay cuando cero, Carlos. Ahí espéralo.
Fue que presente. Sorprendido.
Hablamos de todo.
Era, bueno, la tormenta Francis,
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Look, nothing but sand over here. We can see this trench. I don't know if they're gonna go deeper. They should. From there, but and there's only one thing to consider when you're doing this is you gotta act fast. Otherwise, when you're excavating, you can cave in before you do the gunite. What they do is they shut the floor first, and then they're doing the spot, the wall. Right now the guys are working on doing the flat work, which is gonna be the pool deck and also There's gonna be some seating area right here. I'm gonna come up here. There's some steps on this side. So these are gonna be steps going up to the spa area. And all this is gonna be the decking that is gonna be flush with the house. And there is some split face that is gonna go on the side of the spa. You can see it right here. So that split face veneer is gonna go over here and also on this other side of the spa. It's not gonna go all the way down. That way over there is gonna be brown coat. The guy's already done with the tile over here. We use stone looters for a coping, which looks really good. It's a nice combination. It's a nice combination of this gray, like a silver gray, and then this glass tile with a mosaic pattern. Of course, everything is dirty right now. And they use the same stone looters to make the caps for the stools over here, which I think they look pretty nice. I think they need to do a little bit of work on the edge. For example, all these pieces, they actually smooth the edge so it's not sharp. They probably need to do that around there because that's where people's gonna be sitting. But it's gonna, I like the way it came out. I like the way those tools came out. We have a mini light right here. And then we have another one over there and another one over there. Instead of having a big light. And we also have one right there for the spa. All this is gonna be flat work. There's gonna be a retaining wall right here with steps to the lower level, as we can see. And we have our equipment set. We have a UV sanitizer from Paramount, the Ultra UV. They're gonna have a propane tank that they're gonna have it buried, but I don't know exactly where yet. But there is no gas here in this house. So that's the reason why they're gonna get that. We have our Hayward equipment. So we have Hayward load center with the smart operation, the Hayward pump, heater, filter. One thing I probably would have done differently is this junction box for the lights. It has to be 16 inches above the water surface, and since we have the spa over there, that's the reason why this is so high. What I've done, what I would do if it was me doing the work, and again, this is one of those things where I can just bring it up to the guys. The guys are not gonna be happy because I would just like have done it all the way to the wall, so it's hidden from the view of the house, so nobody can actually see this tower over here. Again, I don't know what's the plan for the homeowner. They're gonna build a casita right here, and there's gonna be artificial turf to the left of the pool, so the pool is gonna stick out that much, but there's gonna be artificial turf over here. So I don't know if they have any other plans over here where that might cover this J box over here. So there is a homeowner talking to one of the guys. Wonderful people, really nice guy. Haven't met the rest of the family, but they're really nice people. And then I'm gonna go show the looters for the. So the stone that they use for
the coping, it doesn't come in those sizes. They have to trim every single piece to make it fit perfectly. So this is what they use. This is the looters that they use for the coping. So they use these big pieces. They're 24 inches by, I want to say 48. No, they're about 5 feet, so 60 by 24. And they use them. So right here, they're gonna do a footing around, and they're forming it. So when they pour the deck over there, they're also gonna pour a footing so they can have a fire pit in the center, and they can fill it up with gravel, mulch, whatever they want. So that way it's not all concrete. And I think they're gonna have some planter boxes over here because originally there was railing going in there. And I know for the railing, they didn't like that. So they're gonna do some planters beside and below. So there is no need for railing as far as for a safety concern. Out here where we are located, it's outside of city limits. There is gonna be an inspection, but that's one of the things is because the way this property sits on the country, you don't really need to have an inspection for that railing. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen that happening, but that's what they're doing right now over there. So again, the casita is gonna be right here. The casita is gonna be right here. So it's gonna look nice because you're in the pool and then you have a gap about 20 feet from the pool to the casita, 20, 60 feet, somewhere in there. So you can hang out on the top area, on the bottom area, on the left area. And I think the casita is also gonna have a covered patio. So it's not gonna be 100% building like the garage. You see how it has a covered patio where they park their cars. So it's gonna be something like that.